Good morning. Welcome to Flat Earth Early Bird number 2078. I'm your host Arwin, and before I start the show, please don't forget to share it on any platform you deem fit, and if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. Please also do support me through the gift card, PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are all in the description box below, or send me super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I can really use it. Right. Uh-oh. What's going on? Hold on.
Today is the 17th of March, 2026. Let's get on with the stream.
It's kind of the same as yesterday. A bit of clouds, but some sun. And yeah. In the sun it's really nice and warm. So yeah, it's overall pretty nice day. The sun seems to kind of weird and pale looking though, like the sunlight. So it's been functioning just great for what was it, 4 days straight? But yeah, it looks like it's fucked again. And suddenly it starts doing this again. So action's just not gonna be all that great. So I'm very sorry to the live viewers, which probably just a lot of trolls at this point. Although the big horde hasn't come in yet. I'm sure they'll arrive later. Right, anyhow, it is Tuesday, the 17th of March 2026. Temperature is 13 degrees Celsius with 70% humidity, 13 kilometers an hour wind, and 17% precipitation. Ooh, looks like it's gonna be really nice and sunny now the next few days. 16 degrees on Thursday. Still 3 at night though. It must be like a clear night then. Because if it's a clear day, then there's nice and sunniness. But yeah, then also if it stays clear, then in the night it's going to be a bit cooler. That's very normal. Right. Like that even like even in the in the moderate seasons. And then yeah, at night it can like freeze. It can like become really freaking cold. Why? Because there's no clouds that are gonna trap the heat from the day.
Supposed to me and Mikey, we can string fine. You're really shit, Arwen.
Right, let's see what's going on out there. Plenty going on. It's kind of interesting. There's all kinds of different people that I'm bumping into on X that are giving their own, that are sort of like trying to do what I do, more focused, though more researched. Because I don't really do research. I dig. But I don't then go look for factoids and like on the top of my mind. And also means that I get facts wrong sometimes with my ideas because I'm improvising, and then I get some things wrong sometimes. So I realized yesterday, thinking back to things that we're talking about, it's like a solution. A solution to the Strait of Hormuz situation, like, yeah, cut a channel so that they can go through the Mediterranean. Dude, that literally already exists. The fuck? I completely forgot that exists. I think it's called this because I bumped into some video by somebody talking about it. They're saying that Saudi Arabia is now transferring their oil by land to the other side so that, yeah, it can be.
Anyone want to buy a part of the firmament? Contact Mikey Smith, the real Starman.
The oil-dependent nations that have to come through the south, a lot of them are already gonna be let through, like China. So it could be, and yeah, my solution might be already getting adapted, but they don't have to dig. They don't have to dig the Suez Canal. It's already there. It's kind of weird that I overlooked that. I just didn't realize, like, oh yeah, there's actually already the Suez Canal there. It's really weird because I know it's been around for my entire life, I think. Let me just check Wikipedia with this, if it's gonna Wikipedia. Officially opened in 1869. So yeah, it's been there forever. Like, it might literally be like from the Tartarian age, and then they just kind of dug it up and everything to put it back in use, kind of like what is it? What's it called? The one in South America. Because that one actually also already was there. What is that one called? The Panama Canal. Yeah, that's it. Because that thing is just huge, and yeah, it was a huge hassle to basically dig it out. But it was basically already there. They just dug it out again, and it still is a huge effort because it was just completely mud flooded and all that. But they didn't have to like drill through rock. They just had to dug out the rock was basically already cut in channel shape, and they just had to dig it out basically, which was still like a colossal task that cost a lot of people's lives because of the mosquitoes over there with their disease. My memory is not working today. Yeah, malaria. It's like Saudi Arabia is starting to like use that. But I mean, they still have to transport it's still kind of costly because I don't think they have like tons of pipelines that just go across all of Saudi Arabia like that. It's rather that they have like oil plants on one side and oil plants on the other, and they just use the oil plants right next to the respective waters to produce it and then transport it through ship there. So transporting all the oil production from the west side of Saudi Arabia to the east is a bit of a challenge, but they're working on it. Don't know how exactly they're doing it, but they're doing something. And yeah,
look,
in the
they
meantime,
dug
the
a
whole
hole and
situation,
found a
of course, with the
canal.
Strait of Hormuz
What an
is it's becoming foobar, and Trump is acting really weird with it too. So he's now praising the did not make him popular at all, and like there's no way he can actually like succeed with all this thing. So yeah.
Need me money for
It's
the
like
hours
it's
that
not in
I
our
will own
interest,
it,
which
not you.
is kind of two-faced, because I mean NATO in the past, like they assisted with Iraq and the Iraq war and Afghanistan war, so they have actually involved themselves in the Middle East. But now suddenly, oh, it's not our territory. Like, oh, okay. I mean, it's technically correct, but in the past that never stopped them.
Send me money for the hours app, I will own it,
So
not you.
it's just, yeah, it would have been great if I could say like, yes, oh yeah, that's the right thing to do, Europe. You shouldn't do that. But I mean, they're all just scum. They're just scum, and they did.
I was in the Navy.
Shading. Screw you. Yeah, I mean, I'm laughing about it because it's so silly, but it's not good or anything. Like, effectively, Iran has gotten the upper hand in this with the moral high ground, as I warned about at the beginning. And they are basically like holding the world hostage now. In a way. And completely unreasonable or just spitefully vengeful. Make it smart. Because, I mean, Iran could get a real win out of this.
Morning, Dan, Godzilla,
But not
and Yoda.
if they're just like, oh, we're just gonna, like, just ruin everything. And you can't stop us. Instead of, like, they should really come with a good deal. Which will be in their advantage a lot. And yeah, just like how Ukraine is now a proxy fighting a war for the United States and and NATO against Russia. Back then Saddam Hussein was used, and he like used chemical weapons and shit, was terrifying and killed like millions. In the day when the Shah was in power for a bit, he like bought these supposed tanks from England, basically paid England the money. Then the Shah got deposed. He was
Visit my
doing
church.
great,
I need
and
the
he
views,
was,
guys.
like,
Many
censoring and
blessings.
all kinds of shit. He was basically acting like a real stupid dictator, and he got deposed. And then England never delivered the tanks. They just never did it. A nation. So yeah, please let Iran just not turn completely demonic and keep the high ground and fix this gracefully, but just right? But just. I mean, justice has to be met. But not some like Islamic justice, like we are gonna conquer the world and you're not gonna stop us. Like, that would be the worst thing that could come out of this. I don't feel
Morning, Moxie and
like they're
Charlie.
actually wanting to do that. And it's also kind of interesting that there's plenty of clips coming by on X. Where basically people are asking Iranian. So there is just this misunderstanding about how Iranians are really. Backwards villages there, and where they literally like drag women out in the streets and then behead them and shit. It's horrifying. But that's not what they do in Iran, though. And yet Western media has sought to really, tell everybody like it is, like propagandize Iran like it's this.
Bring back lesbian Hitler for fuck's sakes. That was more fun.
Does look like Trump might be realizing that he's basically ended up in a foobar situation. Because of the praising, like that's something really weird, that he would now suddenly, after threatening the Iranians, he would praise them, and that it is like a sign of desperation. Everybody is interpreting it as such, because it is, and we'll see where this all goes. I mean, how many? There's already like a whole bunch of soldiers that got killed. 200 casualties, US soldiers. And I mean, I can't really believe it's that low a number, because didn't like all their bases around the Middle East like get blown up? Were there no American in the Strait of Hormuz with ground forces, US troops? I mean, that's not gonna end well. And everybody's telling him that. Or, well, at least through media, I mean, maybe, I hope that his advisor I mean, remember how a few days ago I told him, like, dude, you need to resign. I think it might be getting to that point where he really will need to resign, because it's just a giant mess. But I mean, he's not going to. Like, his ego will never allow him to resign. But he could step away from the situation and leave, like, appoint somebody to deal with it specifically. But who would that be, right? Who the hell would it be? Because so foolish to say that. To tell the president that, Trump. So yeah, who the hell would Trump appoint to take over the situation, to deal with Iran? I don't know. He might, if he's gonna do that, he might surprise everybody and basically pick an outsider.
Elf on auto pause again
Appoint
today.
a new minister. To do that, something like that. Who knows? He gets coffee in. I'm still not. At least for European imports, that would be very helpful. But I mean, it's still a lot of the other Arabian nations that are on the east coast, right, of Saudi Arabia, like all those little oil nations on the east, like they're pretty much all screwed. They're like delivered to the mercy of Iran. They're probably all in big financial trouble already because of this, because those nations are just running on oil, and they can't transport it now. Like Saudi Arabia can, because it's huge and it has, well, the other side that can use the Suez Canal. But yeah, all the nations on the east coast there, yeah, they're what the hell are they gonna do? They're just stuck there. Like they might transport some of it through land, but I mean, they probably just don't even have the facilities, the accommodations to do that. So they're all screwed on the east coast. Yeah, Kuwait, United Emirates, Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Qatar. Yeah, those nations are pretty much fucked. It just looks like it's... Hey, what's this? Farazan Island, huh?
He never mentions this in his Dark World visions.
Producing nations on the east coast, they're pretty much screwed. Until the situation is resolved, that is, with Iran. But yeah, that might take a while. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. Don't forget the Rogan's up if you're liking the show. Yeah, it looks like OBS is just not stable today. I'm not gonna complain about it too much. Like, so what? I know it's all gonna be audio recorded just fine. Right, so anyway, let's take a look around what else is happening. And strikes and shit, and supposedly Iran's security chief. It's just ridiculous. So right. Like, the more damage the US does to Iran at this point, the worse it's gonna get. Why? Because that is what I would do if I were Iran. That's exactly what I would do. It's like, yeah, the more you're going to hurt us, the more you're gonna have to pay for that. Like, Iran is just, it insists, like, you're not going to get away with this. And I mean, I mentioned all the things in the past that have happened. Like, they got screwed over so bad so many times. Like, they're not gonna accept it now. They're not just gonna insist to keep striking and let Israel strike and all that shit, right? I mean, whatever's left of it, because I don't think there's a lot of things left. I don't know, but I think that at this point Tel Aviv might be completely flattened. was this thing about where Iran literally told
Yes, I'm clueless about the world.
But I mean, Tel Aviv might already be flattened at this point. Who knows? What's that sea called? It's the Persian Gulf, isn't it? Yeah.
Send me a Geeple, guys.
What was the other thing?
Send me a gay pal, guys. Yeah. Okay. Title is now Persian Gulf oil nations are screwed. Trump praises Iranians in a bid to make them stop, and NATO refuses to get involved. My titles will save the world one day. All the clips on X are currently BBCGI video. Which are very popular nowadays. It's all the rage. Fake Netanyahu videos. I love big black cock. Calder. Whoa. Bruh.
Morning, real Arnold.
Okay. Hey. Hello, Sammy boy. How you doing? Stellafief is still there. Live cam. Okay. Way. So, you can believe that if you want a event as much as you like. Right? Point is that I was just passing on something that I heard. It was not some Iranian saying that. And I don't know. I told you I don't know if it's still there, if it's real. But I mean, that footage from that site that you just posted, I'm not buying that at all. Just no.
This is fine, guys. Wow. This is just AI slop out there. It's getting more and more
Doom
ridiculous.
scrolling time.
I mean, it. Seriously. It's kind of funny now that I basically talked about that, put it in the title. Now I'm looking around and it's literally finding those subjects that I just mentioned. Although I've not really seen any discussions about Persian Gulf oil nations. Because I mean, they are basically just like, yeah, they got all their oil reserves full, but they can't go anywhere and it's just stuck. They're stuck. They're completely stuck. Right, and I mean, it's not like, oh, Saudi Arabia is not just gonna offer to basically take their oil or something. What the hell is this? Like, that's just so crazy.
Buy the Dark World Penetrator Deluxe on sale now at InfoWars.
There's some report about Ukraine's supposed plan to blow up the Nord Stream. There was research, it's like a Secret Service type of research, and literally the house, like one important part of the government here, the second room, they call it, Tweede Kamer, they're not allowed to basically read the report, not even confidentially. Just like, that makes no sense. Like, that part of the government is like, that is like the government part that literally reads through everything, and they're not allowed to see the results of the report. That's just insane. It basically a complete break of all the rules. Like,
effectively, they're just saying like, nah, you're just ceremonial. We're not gonna inform you at all about it. And I mean, why could that be? Could it be because, yeah, Ukraine, Zelensky blatantly blew it up? And then, of course, it wasn't officially admitted. But yeah, the report cannot be viewed, cannot be read through by literally the government here, which is completely insane. Like, this is a real scandal. And it's just piling on.
Well, this is another Arwen shit show.
Breaking the law. Right, so yeah, that's happening in the meantime. Now, let's see, what is this? Yeah, in the meantime, asking to create giant inflation with the dollar, and that will cascade onto the rest of like all the financial systems out there in the world that are hooked into it. Yeah, there's concerns because now the push for their digital currency to replace the dollar, yeah, and I mean in Europe as well, but I mean if they do it with the dollar, then there's a very good chance that it's gonna sweep the rest of the nations quickly, because that's how they do that. And yeah, it's a disaster. It's always been a disaster. That's why it's been refused for so long. And I mean, it should be refused basically forever, because it's never actually gonna fix things, right? Saying that like digital currency is gonna fix the financial problems is like saying, yeah, committing suicide. Money, because it's also basically based on nothing except with more control levers top down to censor people, to cut them off easily, like the Chinese social credit system. And yeah, it's literally good for absolutely nothing, and it should never be allowed through. I mean, because it would just be a disaster. And it's like, yeah, let it all crash. It's better to let everything crash, like completely crash, right? And then you do not let the bankers flee the country. Yeah, it's like, oh, you're gonna just let it all crash? Okay, well then it's guillotine time then. In a decade. it's gonna be right back to the same shit. And then literally people start dying because they get cut off all of a sudden. It's just what, then literally mass death. And it'll be very quick. Yeah, you're not gonna get like 100 years. No, it's gonna be very quick. I'm estimating, like, if it's gonna be implemented, 10 years.
Round out now, Baldy.
Persian Gulf oil nations are screwed. Trump praises Iranians in a bid to make them stop. I think it's... Yeah, despite OBS screwing around today, I think it's been an overall pretty good show. I hope you all appreciate it. If you're watching this after the fact, after the live stream is over, really special about me talking on screen. Oh yeah, I bumped into a couple of videos. Oh yeah, here's like another another that yeah, somebody's calling it fallen angel technology. It's not really, but I mean it is like the how small actual microchips are. It's insane. I never realized it was this freaking tiny. But let's just show this.
Far and create something like this.
It's crazy though that they can do
Yep,
this.
just keep watching. We're going way deep. Oh yeah, we're not done yet. It goes further.
Right, and it also it reminds me of like what I was talking about with the potentially deploying earthquake weapons. I mean, maybe they can adapt, but I mean, that means like that everything that would be out there already is not going to function at all. It's like there would have been a worldwide EMP that literally reaches like in everything, including in mountains. It's like all electronics suddenly no longer works until it could be produced again. So then everything would have to be replaced with the new electronics. And that's gonna take a damn while. It would like temporarily end the electronic age. Like it would, then that's the impact of that's gonna be just if you amp it up to the level where it would work, then it would probably like devastate half the world. So they're not gonna do it. And just shaking them a little bit with tremors, like it's not gonna do anything. So, right. But that was what, yeah, that item was about on my show. But yeah, interesting. It's crazy, crazy small. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna take a 2-minute break and I'll be right back. Hope you're all liking the show. Don't forget to Rogan's it up if you are.
What the fuck is it on about? And I'm back. Right. I'm gonna take smoke.
in the chat, and maybe not, and then I'm probably gonna round out the show. Hope everybody's appreciating it.
It's supposed to somebody save the chair.
Sounding really busy out there.
Buy the Dark World Penetrator Deluxe on sale now at InfoWars.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna round out the show. I hope that OBS is gonna be back to normal tomorrow. See. Right, so thanks everyone for coming or watching. Hope you liked this show. If you did, please don't forget the Rogans it up, and if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here. Let me super chat over to Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I could really use it. Right. Please support your local Arwin. I'll be back tomorrow with Flat Earth Early Bird number 2579. on a Wednesday. Hope to see you all then. Everybody have a great rest of this Tuesday. Yeah, and yeah, have a great day, and until the next video, keep it flat.